All right, so what we're going to be doing today is an oil change on a BMW B58 engine. Now, in this case, it's F32, F33, and F36. Now, the manufacturer recommends 0W20. I'm in South Florida, so I really don't have any issues with cold weather. So we are going to be using 5W-30, which is a fine weight to use. Now, we're also going to go over our previous installation of this stainless steel magnetic oil drain plug, which I've pretty much installed in all my vehicles, and to see the results from our prior installation. We are going to be using a Castrol 5W-30. This one is the European spec. Now, Castrol used to make the BMW oil some years ago, and I wanted to get something that's high quality and at a good price. Now, I could get this oil here for about $65, including the filter. I am also using the Fram Force oil filter, so I did a lot of research on the filter. A lot of the people use the man filter, which is a great filter, but it's limited to about 30 microns at 99% efficiency. This one here is about 20 microns at 99% efficiency. So if you want to get the best filtration, I would recommend changing to this type of filter here. Now, you are going to need a 17mm socket for your drain plug and a 32mm for the oil cover. Now, you have to be very, very careful with those plastic oil covers. So I definitely recommend using a torque wrench, and I put some of the specs for that at the right time. And we are going to be needing obviously a drain pan, some jack stands, and gloves, and some paper towels. So in this case, guys, don't forget to like and follow. Check out some of the links; they help us out. If you have any comments, questions, put them down below. Love to hear your thoughts. So with that said, let's get right to it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and remove the top cover. All right, so I like to unplug this here so I can have a little space. There's two little tabs right there. Pull this up gently and move this back here so you have the perfect angle. One of the things I like to do is right under the filter put a little rag, so any oil that comes out just kind of falls on the rag. Trying to stay as clean as possible. All right, there we go. All right, so using your 32mm, depending on the tool you have, this one works out pretty good for me. A little tiny extension, and it fits perfectly in the slot. All right, so once you have it unscrewed, you're gonna go ahead and remove it. And you are gonna have a little bit of a drip. That's why I put the little rag down there. All right, so using a nice clean cloth, you're gonna go ahead and try to clean the threads or anything that kind of stuck there. All right, make sure it's nice and clean, the rag. All right, that's a little tight, but it's doable. All right, let's go ahead and replace the filter. All right, very simple, just pull out. And go ahead and get a nice clean cloth and make sure that the insides are good to go. Also, check the threads for any damage. And very easy to remove the O-ring. I like to just kind of push it like this, open, and grab it, and it comes right out. Very, very simple. If you use any pick tools, you could damage the the plastic here, so it might be a good idea to just pull it like that. So clean the area where the O-ring is gonna go. Grab your new O-ring and make sure it's in the actual little channel. Once you install the new O-ring, I'm gonna go ahead, get a little dab of oil and go around, so when you put it back, it goes on smoothly. grab your oil filter and pop it in. You can also add a little dab of oil on this O-ring here before installation. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and install the oil filter by hand. As much as you can. Once you get to the end, let's go ahead and torque it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and torque the oil cap to 25 Newton meters. Alright guys, with the flat screwdriver, you're gonna open this little tab right here. BMW was nice enough to give us this little access panel without having to take this whole entire piece out. And there's your bolt right there. All right, with your 17 millimeter, you're gonna loosen it up. So this is the magnet. So we're gonna go ahead and do an inspection. So I'm not gonna clean it with a napkin just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put it under the microscope and see what we got. All right, so I haven't touched it, I haven't cleaned it. This is the actual drain plug. So we're gonna go ahead and move some of the little, some of the stuff around. All right, so all that is stuck to the magnet. All right. This is the stainless steel needle that I'm using. It's a dental pick. So pretty cool. So now we're gonna go ahead and see if I clean it up. All right guys, so I cleaned it up and this is what's still on there on the magnet. Okay. So it's very, very interesting. So like I say, this is for the investment of having a magnetic drain plug. I know the filter is supposed to catch some of this stuff, but remember a filter, especially some of the other ones, at 99% efficiency, it'll do up to 30 microns. That's why I got the Fram, which does about 20 microns. Obviously, at lower flows, it will do more microns. So, like I said, for the investment of $20-something, you could get this little, magnet on your oil pan for your BMW. Doesn't hurt. All right, I'm gonna clean it up some more to see if what comes off and what stays. All right guys, so cleaned it up some more. There's still some more stuff on there. So definitely ferrous materials. All right guys, so you can see after many times of cleaning it with the solvent, so get away all that black stuff, still we got metal on there. So we're gonna go ahead and wipe it, see what it's supposed to look like. All right, so you got all that stuff, and that's how it's supposed to look like. So we're gonna go ahead and put the new crush washer on it, torque it, put it back, nice clean oil. And look, you can see, even after wiping it, that's definitely ferrous materials. That would have wiped out already. It would have came off, you see? Those are ferrous materials. Anything under 20 microns at high flow will go through the filter and back into your engine, cause wear and tear. All right, so like I said, it's a controversial thing. You don't have to if you don't want to. Definitely, for me, having a magnetic oil drain plug is a plus. There's still stuff on there after wiping it many times. All right. These are the neodymium magnets, super, super strong. Really like those. You can check out some of the videos that I did on my, my page that I did some comparison. I put some neodymium magnets on the outside of my V8 LS 6.2 oil filter, and I caught a bunch of stuff. So check out that video, pretty cool. Make sure your your bolt and your magnet, if you're going to use one of these, is nice and clean too. We're going to go ahead and torque it to 25 Newton meters. Put the cover back. And close your little flap. And we're good down here. All right, let's go ahead and finish up. Make sure that your funnel is nice and clean. Make sure you clean the outside part. It does get a little bit of dust and dirt around here, so make sure it doesn't fall inside. Right. Want to go ahead and clean your cap real good also. Make sure it's free of any dirt or anything. Gotta put back this little connector right here. Install the cover. Alright guys, so don't forget to put the plug back in its location, your cover, make sure this is nice and tight, ready to go. So now we're going to go ahead and reset the computer. Make sure you didn't leave any tools, always double check everything, you know, take advantage and check your coolant levels, you know, if you need any wiper fluid, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and reset now the actual miles. So you're going to press the stop once without hitting the brakes. Okay, so we can get into the accessory mode. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and press this button here on the left. You're gonna hold it until you go into the service menu. All right, and here you're gonna toggle through the things that you could you know, reset. So you're gonna go to engine oil, and we're gonna go ahead and reset that. We're gonna hold it. It gives you the option to reset it, and you're gonna hold it again until it resets, and then that's it. Reset in progress, and you're good to go for 8,000 miles. Now what I've been doing is doing the oil change in about 5,000 miles, a little earlier. I kind of like don't like to wait for 8,000. Alright guys, so once you finish the oil change and you reset your computer, what you're going to do is go to my vehicle. You're going to drive it for about 30 minutes, or if the car is nice and warm, you're going to go to your settings, my vehicle, okay? You're going to go to vehicle status, okay? And then if you're on the left side here, you're going to go through all these little menus here until you see engine oil level, and then measure engine oil, start measurement. All right, engine oil okay, and it gives you a little status on the side here, max and minimum, so we're all good, and that's pretty much it. All right guys, so that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like and follow, and if you have any questions or comments, put them down below, and check out the links that do help out the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.